Wait, what? Anthony Gordon to Barcelona? Barcelona bid 80 million euros for the Newcastle forward? This transfer is wrong on so many levels, and probably one of the biggest shocks in world football that this is even happening right now. It's wrong in so many ways, and we'll talk about them in this video. But straight away, the ones that spring to mind are, first of all, where's Barcelona's money coming from? This is a club that are struggling to pay 26 million by all accounts for Marcus Rashford. That's the first thing that we've got to take into consideration here, with Barcelona bidding 80 million euros for Anthony Gordon. The second thing, of course, is Anthony Gordon for 80 million euros. Bearing in mind, this is just shy of 70 million quid. Anthony Gordon is not a 70 million pound player. He is nowhere near that. And he is the most unlike Barcelona player that you could imagine. There are plenty of other forwards that they could be looking at and going for and spending 70 million quid on other than Anthony Gordon. It makes no sense whatsoever, this transfer, at all. I'm scratching my head right now trying to figure out why Hansi Flick is going for Anthony Gordon. Let's break this down in the seriousness of this transfer, because it has massive implications, obviously, for Marcus Rashford, and that's the first place to really look at here with this one. Barcelona's option to buy Marcus Rashford finishes on the 15th of June, so 26 million to buy a player that has proven himself in La Liga, scored a winning goal in El Clasico, won the League and Cup double, and helped Barcelona through to the last day of the Champions League, scoring plenty of goals in the process. 20 plus goal involvements for Barcelona in one season, and he's 26 million. Anthony Gordon, who, he's had an alright season in the Premier League and scored some goals in the Champions League, but let's not forget where Newcastle are and how much of an underperforming side they are. Anthony Gordon, 70 million? They're willing to spend 70 million on Gordon but not pay 26 for Rashford. There's no world in where that makes sense whatsoever. Newcastle are getting away with one here. If this happens, this is a bailout. What have them Saudi owners at Newcastle got on Barcelona? Is there a backhander coming somewhere to try and help out the financial predicament of Barcelona in all of this? Because Anthony Gordon is not a 70 million pound player, and Barcelona apparently don't have any money. But where is this coming from? What's happening here? How is this even being allowed right now? It makes no sense whatsoever. This, I think, is definitely going to cause an issue for Marcus Rashford's move from Manchester United to Barcelona to become permanent. If Barcelona see this through, which I cannot see Newcastle turning their noses up at this, you are snatching Barcelona's hands off at this point. If you are Newcastle United, I cannot believe they've got out of this with this amount of money. It just baffles me. It completely baffles me. But Anthony Gordon on his own compared to Marcus Rashford, when you look at that, it is a completely different world of quality. Rashford's got experience, and look, everybody knows I don't like Marcus Rashford. I actually like Anthony Gordon, but this still makes no sense whatsoever. It really doesn't. There is something fishy about this. There really is, and I cannot figure it out. I don't see why Barcelona want Anthony Gordon when they've already got Rashford. They've already got better players in that squad. They need to go out and sign a striker. Lewandowski is leaving. They need a new striker. Why are you spending 70 million quid on Anthony Gordon? The fact that David Ornstein has tweeted this, Romano has tweeted this, and it is serious and it is real. Talks have already gone on, and Anthony Gordon's already apparently agreed personal terms. This has come from left field completely, this. But Barcelona are an absolute joke of a football club. When I look at this from a Man United perspective as well now, and I'm looking at them not wanting to pay for Marcus Rashford, not wanting to pay 26 million quid for a full-on international who has got 20-plus goals, proven in La Liga now as well. Proven Premier League and La Liga, two of the toughest leagues in the world. And you want to go and take a punt on a 26-year-old Anthony Gordon with zero experience outside of the Premier League in England. You want to take a chance on that for 70 million. Is he even going to start? I don't see how he starts in this team. I don't get it. It is mind-boggling. And I don't know, maybe Barcelona have said to Manchester United, forget it, we're not going to do this. I'm hearing stories about Barcelona still wanting Marcus Rashford and still wanting to pay. If I'm Manchester United right now and I'm looking at this deal, I'm looking at Anthony Gordon for 70 million quid, I'm flipping the bird at Barcelona and saying, stick your Marcus Rashford deal off. I don't care what Marcus Rashford thinks. And like Laurie Whitwell has also said in The Athletic, he said that Marcus Rashford, now he's coming back to Manchester United in a Champions League season, full wages in effect, over 300 grand a week wages for Marcus Rashford. And maybe Barcelona are looking at that and they can't afford that. But apparently they agreed personal terms already. This, I think, is a ploy from Barcelona to try and force Manchester United's hand here and say we can only afford a loan. This was always the plan all along. Man United need to take Marcus Rashford back and make Marcus Rashford sit and sweat. And make Barcelona sit and sweat and realise the mistake that they're about to make. Someone is bluffing big time in this deal here right now. And Barcelona are calling Manchester United out with this, I think. United need to stand firm here. Take Marcus Rashford back and sell him on. If you're Marcus Rashford, by the way, on the other side of this story, and you're looking at Anthony Gordon being bought, who has got nothing on Marcus Rashford, and once again, I'll reiterate what I said earlier on. Anthony Gordon is nowhere near the level of Marcus Rashford. He isn't. Marcus Rashford has a better end product, and that's saying something, but that tells you how good Anthony Gordon is, which isn't fantastic. I'd be embarrassed if I was Marcus Rashford right now. Absolutely embarrassed. How is he not thinking that Barcelona are taking the absolute Michael out of him right now? How is he not thinking that Barcelona are absolutely calling him out here as an absolute... This is a joke. That's what it is. It's embarrassing for Marcus Rashford, this. Anthony Gordon, he's worth £70 million more than you, Marcus Rashford. That's what Barcelona think of you, mate. He's worth £70 million more than you. Let that sink into your head and then tell me how loyal you are to Barcelona and how much you love that club. I'd be embarrassed if I was Marcus Rashford. I really would. And this whole situation is an absolute farce in the first place. You've thrown in Anthony Gordon on top of this. Barcelona are taking the mick. They really are. And I think Manchester United need to call them out on it. They need to call their bluff. And let's bring Marcus Rashford back. Sell him on to somebody else. Someone else will take Marcus Rashford. Someone who probably appreciates what he's done this season, because Barcelona clearly don't. And there's only Marcus Rashford and his people and his representatives that can't see this. They're just thinking we like Barcelona life. You're willing to lose all of this money to sit on the bench behind Anthony Gordon, who is worth £70 million more than you? Let that sink into your head, Marcus, for a minute, and then make a decision on where you think your future lies. I think they're making an absolute mockery out of you, mate. They're taking the mick out of Marcus Rashford with this here. If he cannot see this, then I give up on him completely. I thought, you know what, he's had a good season, he's settled down, but if he thinks that his future's at Barcelona after this, then I have got serious questions. Serious questions. Let me know what you think, everybody. Is Anthony Gordon £70 million worth more than Marcus Rashford? Because that's where Barcelona rank him. Get your comments in below. Make sure you do pop a like on the video. And of course, subscribe to Adam FC. I'll see you all in the next video.